awesome science buddy. Good morning. Welcome to your science class. Before we start, let's go back to our last lesson. Direction: identify the parts of the plant being described. Write your answer on the blank. Number 1. The parts of the plant that absorb water and nutrients from the soil. The answer is roots. 2. The food-making part of the plants that carries out photosynthesis. The answer is leaves. 3. The parts that supports the plants and transport water and food. The answer is stem. 4. The reproductive parts of the plants that develops into fruits after fertilization. The answer is flowers. 5. The part of the plants that contains the embryo and can grow into new plants. The answer is fruits or seeds. Congrats, kids! What plants do you see in the pictures? Okay, there are mango tree, ampalaya plants, and aloe vera. Which one of these plants give us fruits to eat? It is the mango tree. Look at the roots, stem, and leaves of these plants. How are they different from each other? What do you notice about the stem of the mango tree compared to the stem of the ampalaya? How are the leaves of aloe vera different from the leaves of mango? The aloe vera has a short stem with thick, fleshy leaves that store water. The mango tree has a thick woody stem or trunk and oval-shaped leaves. And the ampalaya plants has a thin climbing stem and broad leaves. Today we will discuss the forms or shape of the roots, stems, and leaves of the plants. But before that, this is our objectives. The student will be able to 1. Identify the different forms or shape of roots, stem, and leaves of the plants. 2. Show appreciation of the plants by recognizing their importance and expressing the value of taking care of them. 3. Demonstrate proper way of taking care of plants and their surroundings. Example, watering, weeding, or handling plants carefully. Again, what are the basic parts of a plant? The basic parts of the plants are bulaklak or flower, bunga or fruits, tangkay or stem, dahon or leaves, and ugat or roots. But today, we will focus on the leaves, stem, and roots forms. First is roots. Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil, anchor the plants, and sometimes store food. Example is carrots, onions, and other. We have two types of roots, the taproots and pibroot roots. Taproots has one main thick roots that grows deep into the soil. Smaller roots grows from the sides of the main roots. It helps the plant anchor firmly and reach water deep underground. Fibroot roots has many thin hair-like roots growing from the base of the stem. Roots spread out near the surface of the soil. Good for preventing soil erosion and quickly absorbing water. The second is the stem. Stems support the plants, transport food and water, and sometimes store food. There are 5 types of plants: the herbs, shrub, trees, creeper, and climber. The first one is the tree. Tree is very tall and big plants. Have a thick woody stem or trunk. Live for many years. Example is mango tree, banyan tree, and neem tree. Second is climbers. Climbers have weak stem, so they cannot stand on their own. They need support to grow upward. Example is money plant, cucumber, pea, and jasmine. Next is the shrub plants. Small to medium-sized plant with woody stem. Usually have many branches that grows close to the ground. Example is rose, pomegranate, lemon, and tulsi. Next is the herb. Herbs has small plants with soft green stem. Live for only 1 or a few seasons. Often used as a food or medicine. Example is tomato, grass, wheat, and coriander. Next is creeper. Creeper also have weak stem, but instead of climbing, they spread along the ground, often bear large fruits like watermelon, strawberry, and pumpkin. Next is the leaves. Leaves make food through photosynthesis and give off oxygen, store food in some plants. There are 2 types of leaves, the simple leaf and compact leaf. Simple leaf has single undivided leaf. Compact leaf divided into multiple leaflets attached at the stem. Pinnately compound and palmately compound. Pinnately compound, feather-like arrangement of leaflets from midbrain. Palmately compound, leaflets radiating from a single point. Example of simple are guavas, mangoes, and gomamola leaf. Compound leaf example are acacia, tamarind, and santan. Plants have different forms of roots, stems, and leaves that help them to survive. Roots may be taproots like in carrots, fibrous like in grass, or adventitious like in corn, and they absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Stems can be woody like mango, soft or herbaceous like tomato, climbing like pine, or underground like ginger, and they support the plants while transporting the food and water. Leaves may be simple like guava or compound like acacia, and they can also be broad, narrow, needle-like, or round in shape. Together, roots, stems, and leaves work as a system to get water, minerals, and foods needed for the plant's growth and survival. Did you learn our lesson for today? Let's proceed to your activity. Direction: match column A with a column B. Write your answer or letter of your answer in the blank provided. I'll give you 1 minute to answer the activity.
T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Answered activity number 1. Letter roots. Letter D. Absorb water and minerals from the soil. Number 2. Stem. Letter E. Carries water and food to different parts of the plant. 3. Leaves. Letter B. Broad leaf that makes food through photosynthesis. Tap roots. Letter C. Thick main root. Example is carrot. And last, fibrous root. Letter A. Many thin roots spreading out. Example is rice. For second activity, direction, write T if the statement is correct and F if it is not. Number 1. A simple leaf has only one blade attached to the stem. The answer is true. Number 2. An acacia tree has strong stem and big trunk. The answer is true. 3. A creeper is a soft green stem. Is found in small plants like tomato. The answer is false. Number 4. The stem of the mango tree is woody and strong. The answer is true. And last, a compound leaf has many leaflets attached to one petioles. The answer is true. Imagine you were given a small plant to take care of at home. What simply things can you do every day to help it roots, stem, and leaves stay healthy? Explain why these actions are important. Very good. You will water the plants every day so the roots can absorb enough water and minerals from the soil. You always place it where there is sunlight so the leaves can make food through photosynthesis. You also make sure that the stem is not broken and then the plant is safe from being stepped on. These actions are important because they help the roots, stems, and leaves stay healthy and allow the plants to grow well. Remember, roots absorb water and mineral from the soil, hold the plant firmly in place, and sometimes store food. Stems support the plants and act like pipelines that carry water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves, while also transporting the food made by the leaves to other parts of the plant. Leaves are called the food factory of the plants because they make food through photosynthesis, release oxygen, and may also store food in some parts. Together, the root, stem, and leaves work as a team to keep the plants alive, healthy, and growing. For your last activity, choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Which type of root is found in grasses? A. Taproot. roots, B. Fibrous roots, C. Adventitious roots, D. Woody roots. Number 2. Why are leaves called the food factory of the plants? A. They store food in the soil. B. They carry water to the roots. C. They make food through photosynthesis. D. They protect the plants from the sunlight. Number 3. If a mango tree has a woody stem, what is its rules in helping the plant to survive? A. To make food for the plant. B. To anchor the plant in the soil. C. To carry and support water, food, and nutrients. D. To release oxygen into the air. Number 4. Look at these plant parts: root, stem, and leaf. Which part does not directly carry water but uses it to make food? A. Roots, B. Stem, C. Leaf, D. All of the above. Number 5. You are asked to take care of a small potted plant. Which of the following is the best plant to help its roots, stem, and leaves stay healthy? A. Water it daily. Place it in sunlight and keep the stem protected. B. Only water the soil when it looks dry. C. Cut the leaves so the plant won't lose water. And D. Put the plant in a dark place to avoid too much sunlight. For your assignment, answer the 2 worksheet. Did you understand our lesson for today? I hope you learned. See you next time. Goodbye.